Okay, I probably didn't mention this on the roof video, so this is probably the first opportunity, but when I am videotaping, as a general rule, the only hard fast rule is there's no hard fast rules, but what I like to do is to go counterclockwise around the structure. So that way, since my client's not here, my dear client, thank you very much for your trust in your business. I really do. My family and I appreciate that. But since my client's not here, you know, I'm trying to instill, you know, some repetition so that the information can be processed. We've got a brick exterior wall, okay? Brick is a great building material. This house can burn down and you can reuse the brick and build another house. Now, but a characteristic of it, and it's a great insulator too, by the way. And it's low maintenance. If you don't paint this, then you're fine. You might have to repoint some sections over many years. You got maintenance, routine maintenance. You're gonna have some sealant, but for the most part, no. There's very little maintenance involved in brickwork. So it's a great building material. Architecture is regional, and we like brick over here. Well, we've got weep holes, and those weep holes are by design. They're supposed to allow moisture out. Behind this brick is porous. When the lawn sprinkler system hits it, it shoots straight through it. When the rain hits it, it shoots straight through it. You wouldn't believe it, but it does. It shoots straight through it. And then we have a drainage plane that goes behind it. All right? And then we have the weep holes anytime the drainage plane is upset, okay, or disturbed. Anytime we terminate the drainage plane, we have these weep holes that allow any moisture that gets behind the brick to come out. Most of the time, it's only going to be water vapor. It's going to vaporize by the time it gets down here because the brick's warming up, those kinds of things. If you have an event, I've seen a few, and I hope you don't, but if you have an event, water will come out of here. But these weep holes are by design, and this is brick, and that's what we've got. This is our bathroom vent right here. This is our windows. Hello, windows. Coming along here. These are called control joints. Some people call them expansion joints. Call them what you will, okay? But just like the street. You see those lines in the street? We have lines on our house. In North Texas, we can't have this much brickwork without having some movement. We're on expansive clay soil. We're on expansive clay soil with lousy drainage or no drainage at all. Okay, we're on expansive clay soil. We expect it to move. That's what these are for. Every couple years, you should be over here checking these control joints because we put sealant in there. See, we want a weep hole. We want these weep holes I've been telling you about. That allows enough water in, or excuse me, enough air in and enough water out. We don't need a large weep hole, okay? So this is supposed to be sealed down to the first starter course. So you want to go back, so that's on you, that's maintenance. Okay, spoiler alert, we're missing these caps. This is a clean out cap, okay, for the half bath right here. That's a clean out cap for the sewer. And we're missing some clean out caps around there by the kitchen. And those caps are actually for the primary bedroom. Moving on along, this is our gas piping coming into the house. That's our bonding, okay. We got all that. Our rain gutter downspouts do not discharge water far enough away from the structure. Our splash boxes are laid out backwards, okay. No, they should go underground and come out over here. They're supposed to take water a minimum of 6 feet away from the structure. We don't have 6 feet. We need underground drainage that would help relieve some of the hydro pressure from the okay, so hydrostatic pressure from the side yard right here, and then leave, you know, some of that lake. Maybe we could drain the lake a little bit. Maybe we can't. Is that water? Looks like water to me. Is that water to you? Is this drainage? Okay, here's some drainage. Does that look like drainage to you? Doesn't look like drainage to me. Looks like West Nile disease to me. That's what it looks like. And I can say that because I actually lost a friend to West Nile. So I tell jokes, but they're not funny. Anybody will tell you that. My jokes are not funny. Okay, so we got a tree within 25 feet of the structure. Trees should not be 20. Oh, let's back up a little bit. We'll get to that tree, don't worry. If we come up here, the sun was in my eyes, and I couldn't get a good picture, but I got a good picture now. If you look up at this window, you see a little pipe coming out of the soffit. That's your secondary drain for your air conditioner. So if your primary clogs up, the secondary drains you look out the window, I believe that's the upstairs common area, you see water coming out, you know that you got a problem, and you call the air conditioning guy. Okay, well that's all true, and that's all fine, but if you look behind that pipe, alright, if you look behind that pipe, there's another hole where they tried to put the pipe in the wrong position. And they changed their mind, and they put the pipe a little farther out, but they still left that hole there. And that hole is about as big around as a nice rat. So rats can walk right up this. I mean, you're just asking for it. That is rodent rodent infestation welcome committee, whatever. That's what it is. And then trees should not be placed within 25 feet of a residential foundation, slab foundation, actually pier and beam, 25 feet. The roots, they can grow, they'll move the sidewalk, the roots will move the street, the roots will move the driveway, the roots will move your porch, the roots will move your house. Roots have that much power. What is this? Is that better? Roots have that much power. Okay, and they suck the moisture because you want an even amount of moisture. You don't have even moisture over here. You got an extraordinary amount of moisture over here. But if you had proper drainage, which you don't, then this tree could rob precious moisture from your foundation. So what are you going to be able to do about it? Probably not much at all. I'm looking all the way down the street, backwards and forwards. It's probably a homeowners association thing. You're probably not going to be allowed to move that tree, but I am just here to tell you that it's too close. Where do termites live? In the ground. Oh. What do they eat? Dead wood. Oh. What's wood mulch? Dead wood on the ground next to your house. It's called a clue. It's called a clue. Now, you're not going to have termites for a couple years. Okay, this bait system over here, this is not for termites. This is not for termites. But you're not. That's for conventional pests. If you get rid of the ants and the roaches and those types of bugs, you won't have spiders. But it has nothing to do with termites. It's going to be 7 years, 6 years. I can't give you